Hello, good afternoon, and welcome to episode 9 of Strain of the Day with your host, Canna Chris. Today we are smoking Bubba Kush. It is an indica dominant, actually, it might be pure. This is the fun thing about Bubba Kush. When I was researching the origins, instead of just telling me the two plants it was made from or parented by, whatever, however you want to say that, it actually told me a fun little story. It says that Bubba Kush is an accidental hybrid that crossed itself in Matt Berger's Berger. I'm not 100% on how to say that. In his garden. He believes Afghan Kush was one of the parents, but apparently it actually crossed itself, and he's not sure with what. So, I believe Afghan Kush is an indica. So, whatever it crossed with was also an indica. It likely isn't a hybrid. I don't know. It's good either way. The effects of Bubba Kush: happiness, muscle relaxation, increased appetite, couch lock, and sleepiness. That's alright. I like couch lock. I like muscle relaxing. That's good. Increased appetite. I've gotten used to it at this point. If you're new to cannabis, it might be an issue for you, but after some time, you just get to where you're able to handle it. At least I was. So the terpenes for Bubba Kush are delta limonene, beta myrcene, and beta caryophyllene. So now, I was curious because this is the first time that all of them have had a prefix, like the delta or the beta or whatever. So I looked them up. Delta limonene is different from regular limonene in that regular limonene has a piney fragrance and flavor, and delta limonene apparently is more like an orange. In fact, it's literally what you find in an orange. So that's interesting that they are actually different. And the thing is that's delta limonene. The other two are beta. So that may be why that one I actually found some information on. For the beta myrcene, all I found, I looked and typed in the difference between beta myrcene and myrcene, and it's just an also known as situation, I believe. Like, I could find no difference. When I asked the same thing of Google about the beta caryophyllene, they were like giving me the what do you call it? Shortened version. Like, so they were like, alpha caryophyllene is spelled with an A and beta caryophyllene is spelled with a B. And I was like, no shit. So I'm guessing that alpha versus beta is not a whole lot of difference. I'm guessing because I don't really understand the full. I mean, I did Google it and research it to the point where I saw the chemical, you know, when they draw the chemicals with the lines. You know what I'm talking about? They actually are differently shaped slightly. Like, there's more of whatever. That makes sense? So what I'm understanding is delta. What does delta mean? Like 4 or 5 or something? I want to say it's 4, but I could be wrong. Versus, so it's like delta limonene versus monolimonene, as opposed to alpha and beta, which is more, they're talking about the first and the second, as opposed to how many. I don't know. I don't fully understand it. I would love to understand it better. I think I'm going to have to find a book that explains it more than the internet, because the internet, I tend to get distracted too easily. I do have a pretty flower to show you. Let me see if I can get it to the right distance from the camera that it looks pretty. There we go. Lots of orange in that one. Orange is kind of the most common color, I'd say, but I have seen white and I have seen purple, and I can't wait to show you guys the purple. Oh, it's beautiful. I'm actually going to try to get seeds and grow the actual plant to show you guys for the Purple Kush. That is like just stunningly beautiful. But Bubba Kush, what we're talking about today, is good too. It's not as beautiful, but it feels good. Thank you, Matt Berger, if that's your name. If it's not and you happen to see this, let me know. And if your name is Matt Berger and you didn't create Bubba Kush, also let me know, because that would be interesting. That would be fun. So the more I learn about terpenes, the more complicated they get. Which seems to be the way when you learn about just about anything, doesn't it? Oh, well. Oh, word of the day. I forgot about this. Word of the day is creeper. I'm not talking about a person stalking around your house and looking in your windows at all. I'm talking about certain strains that seem to have little to no effect immediately, but then like a couple minutes in or a couple puffs in, all of a sudden you're like, whoa! That's what we're talking about with a creeper. For the most part, cannabis, when you inhale it, hits pretty much right away. Like, to me, a good strain is by the time you inhale, and you hold it, and you hold it, and you hold it, by the time you release and fully exhale, you should already feel the effects. That's my opinion. Not all strains work that fast, but my favorite ones do. I like it to be like immediate. Before I've exhaled it, I should already be like, yeah, buddy. Anyway. Okay. Well, we talked about our word of the day. Creeper. A strain that doesn't affect you immediately, but it does. It just takes like a minute. We're smoking Bubba Kush. It's an indica. Happiness, relaxation, increased appetite. Couch lock, of course, because it's an indica. I would love to find an indica that doesn't give you couch lock. I don't think that's a thing. But if it is, I want to know about it, because that seems like an interesting fact to know. Alright. With that, I bid you all adieu. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.